Stephen William Hawking was born on January 8, 1942 in England. At the age of 11, Stephen went to St. Albans School and then on to University College, Oxford, 1952, his father's old college. Stephen wanted to study mathematics, although his father would have preferred medicine. Mathematics was not available at University College, so he pursued physics instead. After 3 years and not very much work, he was awarded a first-class honors degree in natural science. In October 1962, Stephen arrived at the Department of Applied Mathematics and Theoretical Physics, DAMTP, at the University of Cambridge to do research in cosmology, there being no one working in that area in Oxford at the time. His supervisor was Dennis Sciama, although he had hoped to get Fred Hoyle, who was working in Cambridge. After gaining his PhD, 1965, with his thesis titled Properties of Expanding Universes, he became, first, a research fellow, 1965, then Fellow for Distinction in Science, 1969, at Gonville Caius College. In 1966 he won the Adams Prize for his essay Singularities and the Geometry of Space-Time. Stephen moved to the Institute of Astronomy, 1968, later moving back to DAMTP, 1973, employed as a research assistant, and published his first academic book, The Large-Scale Structure of Space-Time, with George Ellis. During the next few years, Stephen was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society, 1974, and Sherman Fairchild Distinguished Scholar at the California Institute of Technology, 1974. He became a reader in gravitational physics at DAMTP, 1975, progressing to Professor of Gravitational Physics, 1977. He then held the position of Lucasian Professor of Mathematics, 1979 to 2009. The chair was founded in 1663 with money left in the will of the Reverend Henry Lucas, who had been the Member of Parliament for the university. It was first held by Isaac Barrow and then in 1669 by Isaac Newton. Stephen is currently the Dennis Stanton Avery and Sally Tsui Wong-Avery Director of Research at DAMTP. Professor Stephen Hawking has worked on the basic laws which govern the universe. With Roger Penrose he showed that Einstein's general theory of relativity implied space and time would have a beginning in the Big Bang and an end in black holes, 1970. These results indicated that it was necessary to unify general relativity with quantum theory, the other great scientific development of the first half of the 20th century. One consequence of such a unification that he discovered was that black holes should not be completely black, but rather should emit Hawking radiation and eventually evaporate and disappear, 1974. Another conjecture is that the universe has no edge or boundary in imaginary time. This would imply that the way the universe began was completely determined by the laws of science. Recently Stephen has been working with colleagues on a possible resolution to the black hole information paradox, where debate centers around the conservation of information. His many publications include The Large-Scale Structure of Space-Time with G. F. R. Ellis, General Relativity, and